If this story came from civilians, it would be dismissed in minutes. If it came from a blurry video, it would be forgotten in days. But it didn't. It came from U.S. Navy radar operators, from fighter pilots trained to identify threats in seconds, from multiple sensor systems designed for war, and what they tracked should not have been able to exist. An object with no wings, no engine, no heat signature. Yet it accelerated faster than any aircraft on Earth. It descended from near space to sea level in seconds. And when pilots tried to intercept it, it reacted. Not randomly, not blindly, but as if it knew it was being watched. For years, this incident remained buried inside classified reports until fragments began to surface. And with them, a question that still has no official answer. What exactly did the U.S. Navy encounter in the skies over the Pacific Ocean? This is the event known as the Tic Tac UAP incident. To understand why this case is different, we need to understand where it happened. November 2004. Off the coast of Southern California, the USS Nimitz carrier strike group was conducting combat training exercises. This was not civilian airspace. It was one of the most tightly controlled military environments on the planet. Every aircraft was logged, every flight plan approved, every radar contact analyzed. Multiple warships were involved, including the USS Princeton, equipped with one of the most advanced radar systems of its time. Nothing entered this airspace unnoticed. Nothing moved without being recorded. Which raises the first problem. If something unknown appeared here, how did it get in? And why could no system identify it? Days before any pilot saw anything, radar operators aboard the USS Princeton noticed something disturbing. Objects appearing at altitudes above 80,000 feet, then dropping straight down to just above sea level. In seconds, no known aircraft could survive that descent. At first, operators assumed equipment failure. They recalibrated. They reset systems. The objects kept appearing. Same pattern, same movement, same impossible speed. Eventually, command decided this was no malfunction. 2 FA-18 fighter jets were launched to investigate. Among the pilots was Commander David Fravor. What they were about to see would turn radar data into something much harder to dismiss. As Fravor's jet approached the coordinates, he saw something that did not belong. Below him, the ocean surface churned violently, as if something massive was moving beneath it. Above that disturbance hovered a white object, smooth, oblong, about the size of a small airplane. No wings, no exhaust, no visible propulsion. It did not drift. It held position. Fravor descended to get closer, and then something unexpected happened. The object reacted. It rose to meet him, mirroring his movement, not fleeing, not attacking, engaging. Seconds later, it accelerated and disappeared. Moments afterward, radar picked it up again, 60 miles away, at the exact location of the pilot's classified rendezvous point, a location the object should not have known. The object became known as the Tic Tac because of its shape, but its appearance was the least remarkable thing about it. It could hover without visible lift. It could accelerate instantly. It produced no sonic boom, no heat signature, no exhaust. It did not behave like a drone. It did not behave like an aircraft. It did not behave like any known experimental platform. Its movements suggested control, but its technology, if technology it was, had no recognizable mechanism. And this creates the central technical problem of the case. Even if the object were secret human technology, it would have been decades ahead of anything publicly known, and it was operating in front of dozens of military personnel. After the encounter, pilots were debriefed, radar data was collected, infrared recordings were secured, and then nothing. No press release, no public report, no explanation. The incident was classified. Pilots were instructed not to speak about it. The data disappeared into military archives. For more than a decade, the event existed only as rumor inside naval circles. Why? If it was nothing, why hide it? In 2017, something changed. The Pentagon acknowledged the existence of a secret program studying unexplained aerial phenomena. Soon after, infrared footage from similar encounters was released. In 2020, the U.S. Navy officially confirmed the videos were authentic. but explanations remain vague. They used a new term, UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. Not alien, not enemy, unidentified. A careful word, one that answers nothing but admits uncertainty. Independent scientists reviewed the data. Engineers analyzed flight behavior. Aerospace experts examined the acceleration patterns. No conventional explanation satisfied the performance characteristics. Some suggested sensor errors. Others suggested classified technology, but none could explain the simultaneous radar tracking, the visual confirmation, the infrared footage, and the intelligent response to interception. Multiple systems, multiple witnesses, same event. Skeptics argue human error, sensor malfunction, perceptual illusion. Supporters argue technological impossibility, military secrecy, unknown origin. Both sides agree on one fact: the data exists, and it does not fit neatly into any category. The case does not prove extraterrestrial life, but it does prove something equally unsettling. There are objects observed by modern military systems that remain unexplained. The Tic Tac incident is not a story about belief. It is a story about limits. The limits of sensors, of classification systems, of human understanding. Something was detected, something was tracked, something was seen, and something left without explanation. Not in the distant past, but in 2004, by one of the most advanced military forces on Earth. The question is no longer, do we believe? The question is, how many similar encounters remain locked behind classified doors?